Hi, everybody. I wanted to give a demonstration of this Excel spreadsheet that I've created for a large project that I'm undertaking. It's the full season replay 1970 and 1969. As soon as I receive the cards, I'm going to switch over to 69. I've already started the 70 to kind of get things in place. So I've created this spreadsheet. The first tab is the standings, and that's where we're at right now. This is just yesterday and today, and that's how many games I got in. I've broken up the East and the West on the schedule. I enter in wins or losses. The records are tallied here and then reflected up into the standings tab. I've created the tab for the West, but I haven't done any games in the West yet. So I'm thinking I'm going to keep the spreadsheet to just the American League. And right now it's still under 200 kilobytes, so it's a very small file, but I'm just not sure if I can include the National League in this, considering that each team is going to have 160 games, taking up 9 columns each. Going across here, you can see this is the Red Sox, and they have 4 games right there showing. And these are the accumulated stats for the Red Sox. So I have their names over here, their actual stats here, mainly their average, home runs, RBIs, and stolen bases. And these are the accumulated stats. And what it does is it reads each row. An X, it'll put an at-bat in. A K will register a strikeout. A W, a walk. An S will register a single. Home run with an RBI, which is asterisk. D for a double. So all of those are read all the way across the row and tallied here. And then I have them, the names repeated for the actual scorecard area. When I score a game, I do it here on the visitor team tab, simply because the visiting team will be at the top, and then I copy the lineup from the other team and put it down here. So you can see I still need to clear this scoreboard to start this game, but this is the Yankees' last game, and hopefully I've already transposed or copied this over to the Yankees tab. So what happens is after a game, you take and you copy this, and I can see there's 2 doubles there. So if you go to the Yankees tab, yeah, you can see I already copied it over there. What you would do is come down here and after a game, copy it like that and insert it, shift cells to the right. And what it does is it puts the statistics from that game in an area where it can be tallied across the row from each player. And so basically you want to clear the scoreboard after you've done that so you can start your next game. For the visiting team, you basically would just copy the scoring from the game from here and then just copy and insert it right here, just like I did for the Yankees, shift cells right. And then again, like I said, you just clear these areas, you're ready for your next game. So this is a marker I used to show when a pitcher was removed. So just want to clear that out. So this game is going to be the Red Sox at the Senators. So the Red Sox, I'll use their tab, and I want to bring the Senators roster over. So I'm going to just copy their roster. I've got their positions and their ratings and their speed already listed, and then I'll use these same lineups for 30 games, and then I'll assess the numbers and statistics and see if we need to make any adjustments and do another 30 days worth. So we're using the Red Sox tab since there's a visiting team. So I'll just paste the Senators here, and this will be a special paste of the values because there are formulas in there. So now I have the 2 lineups in place. and I'm basically ready to start. The scorecard area is this. There's a little scoreboard. It'll tally the runs and the hits automatically, walks and Ks, singles, and all this. So it makes it easy to do the pitcher's numbers as well. So if I was to start this, I've got the cards in front of me. The Senators have George Burnett on the mound, a D with a Y, and the Red Sox starting Mike Nagy, a D, straight D. So the first batter, we have the brothers, Billy and Tony Conigliaro. So Billy will be leading it off. I've got random rolls right here for the first roll. If I need a second roll, they're right here. Once you switch or enter, switch, oh, didn't mean to do that. Let me just undo that. That was scary. Once you switch to, dang it, what am I doing? Oh, I've still got that on my clipboard. Gotta hit the escape key. Okay. Once you go to another tab, you see you get a fresh dice roll each time. So if you need a second column roll, then you can use that one. Okay, let's start off. 21 for Billy, that's a fly out left field. And so I'll just put an X in for an out. 43 for Reggie Smith. 29, ground out to the pitcher. 33 for Tony, that's a double. 33 for Carl Yastrzemski, second column, 41, 7. And that should bring a run in just like that. So I put a single with an asterisk, run scored, and you can see it tallies the hits and the runs right here. We got a 33 for Rico, that's a 0. With a 31, another double RBI. 35 for George Scott's a 9 with a runner on second, and that'll be a single slow out at home, but that is not the case, so that's another RBI. Boy, these D's, man, they get you. 25, that's a single, runners first and second at this point. Gary Moses, 36, and that is an out. Okay, so that ends the top of the first. Ed Stroud will lead it off for the Senators with a 42. That's a strikeout. Lee May, fly out center field. Frank Howard, 36, strikeout. All right, so go to the top of the second. We got the pitcher up. That'll be Mike Nagy, 25. That's an 8. That's a single. Again, we have 2D pitchers in. And that's a fielder's choice. Puts Billy Conigliaro on first. And there's a fly out. Reggie Smith. And 23, ground out to the second baseman. And let's see, we'll just go through the second here. Mike Epstein's up, that's a walk. 33 is a 0, second column 13, that's a double. And fast, he's slow, so it's runners on second and third. 64 for Casanova, strikeout. 56 for Brinkman, strikeout. And a 21, they've stranded their runners, fly out left field. Okay, so that is 2 quick innings. What else? So the pitcher's information has to be manually tallied, but like for today's starter is Mike Nagy. I can pretty much tell, like when I go to put his information in after the game, I'll put start game. Say goes 7 innings, I can just quickly glance over here and see that he has 1 hit right now, no runs, 1 walk, and a K. So I can just, if I was to do it right now, it'd be 0, 1, 1, 4. So anyway, those have to be manually done. But the player statistics are done automatically. Now, when this game's over, just to repeat, I'll copy this information here. Since the Senators are the home team, and I'll go to the Senators tab, and then I'll paste them in here by insert copied rows, shift cells right, And that will essentially effectively put all the games to the right. And as long as the rows are lined up, it'll tally up each batter's statistics. And for the visiting team, in this case, Boston, I'll take their, after I compute the pitcher statistics, and I'm done with the scoreboard area, I'll copy and insert to the right. And then the information will still be tallied because it's by row for each player. And then when you're done and you want to clear the scoreboard for the next game, you just you hit delete and clear the scoreboard and ready for the next game. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I will try to keep tweaking this and try to get the West filled out and the tabs for the West teams, and that'll kind of make a spreadsheet for the American League. And then I think I'll do a separate one for the National League is what I'm thinking. I can't think of anything else. Any questions, I'll take them on the forum. Thanks.